Hey, good evening, Tri-Cities from the StormTrack Live Weather Center. Chief Meteorologist Dave Dierks here with a little update on what's going to be some active weather over the next 24, 36 hours. And I want to first let you know that StormTrack 5 team has declared a weather alert day for possibility of strong to severe storms. And I think the better chance of those strong to severe storms are going to be tomorrow evening. Not that we won't see, maybe several rounds of showers and thunderstorms before the severe weather gets in here. In fact, we could see some later on tonight. We had a few this evening, but it looks like the main concern is going to be for Wednesday evening. As far as locally this evening, we've had a couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms. They've not been as widespread as yesterday. Just wanted to show you the local scene and give you a little reason to rest right now, and that is we've had some storms that crossed northeast Tennessee into western North Carolina, now pretty much falling apart, but near Blowing Rock, to the southeast of Trade. There were some heavier showers around Marion, down toward White Top in Grayson and Smith County. Those showers also weakening as they move along the Interstate 81 corridor near Whitfield. So outside now we got a fairly pleasant evening. It does have the summer feel to it. The ingredients are there, at least in the atmosphere, for storms to work with. We got warm conditions. We've got pretty humid conditions as well for early parts of May. In fact, a live look here on our Ashley Camera Network for our Holiday and Cam in Johnson City, 73 currently at the Tri-Cities Airport, mostly cloudy skies. The dew point is at 67. Now, maybe another month or so, 67 won't be considered all that high, but right now it's about as muggy as it's been so far this spring season. Quick look across the border into Southwest Virginia, Emory and Henry College, right now 67 degrees with a dew point at 64. So there's what's going on now. We have partly to mostly cloudy skies, dry conditions now. We do have a lot of severe weather, though. This is where next weather maker is originating currently. We have tornado watches stretching across Kentucky all the way up into areas of West Virginia, Ohio, into Indiana, and also portions of lower Michigan. The most recent one and the closest one to us here that does impact parts of central Kentucky as far east as Lexington and London. That is in effect, that tornado watch until 3 a.m. We'll zoom in. Not too much action right now. There is one cluster storms right near Louisville. Does have a couple of tornado warnings with it to the west and northwest of town. So that, of course, a dangerous storm. We've had some very intense weather also along the Indiana and Ohio border. Most of this, but getting very close to, but most of it just to the west and also to the north of Cincinnati. And all three of these little cells have tornado warnings with them. And the tornado watch and tornado threat continues to move northward all the way up into areas around Toledo, Lima, and up into Lansing, Michigan. At this point, I don't see any warnings for those storms, but we have had already close to a dozen reports, not confirmed tornadoes, but reports of tornadoes stretching from southwest Michigan, northeast Indiana, into northwest parts of Ohio. And the concern will continue for the rest of tonight. The bullseye, the red level 3 zone here, this is your enhanced risk of severe weather, level 3 of 5, for where we have the cluster of severe storms currently. A low-end risk does extend into our area, especially for very late tonight and mainly across areas near the Kentucky-Virginia border. But as we see tomorrow evolve, this is the severe risk from the Storm Prediction Center for Wednesday. You can see we're kind of divided between a level 3 enhanced risk and a level 2 or slight risk. But all of this is, concerning just because we do expect a line of storms to move in, especially tomorrow evening. But as I'll show you, we could see some again later on tonight. But that red zone here is where the higher probability of the severe weather is, but it will extend obviously across the entire Tri-Cities region with an isolated tornado or two possible. Right now, it looks like the main threat will be the possibility of some scattered strong to locally severe storms that will produce some damaging straight line winds. Now, that, of course, could be accompanied by the possibility of some hail as well, perhaps up to quarter to golf ball. The higher or the larger hail, I should say, would be probable to the west of the Tri-Cities, but you're just talking a few miles here. So it's just something we've got to keep a close eye on and be very weather aware as we go through tomorrow evening. This is our future track. This is 11 o'clock tonight. So there's the storms around Cincinnati up toward Columbus. They're going to continue to race off to the east. Does look like we'll see a little bit of development here into Kentucky as we go through the overnight. Could be a couple of renegade showers pop up in the Tri-Cities area, but I think our better coverage of scattered showers and storms may resurge or get some momentum and develop perhaps toward morning between 4 and 7, maybe, of course, not impacting all areas, but there could be some activity as early as 4 to 7 a.m. But as far as the timing of the storm threat For severe weather, not going to get too specific on the timing, just because our models are not together on the training or the timing of these storms. But for the western areas, probably around 6 p.m. to midnight for the main area of rain and storms to come through. You can see we're all kind of together here. 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. for the Tri-Cities area, Northeast Tennessee, Southwest Virginia, and eastern areas between 8 p.m. and 2 a.m. is looking to be the timing. But it's just a few hours. We're all kind of in the same boat when this is all going to be evolving according to our latest forecast models. But let's go through tomorrow morning. This is 7 o'clock. You can see we may see a few scattered showers for that morning commute. May see another wave of the scattered showers and storms begin to move in late morning into early afternoon. And as this moves off to the east, we may see a period of some sunshine or drier weather helping to destabilize the atmosphere as we head into the afternoon. And looks like as we get toward the 8 o'clock hour, again, timing could change. Probably will change some, and the placement of the core of the storm can change as well. But this is just our most recent forecast model showing some of this activity getting closer to the Kentucky-Virginia border around 8 o'clock, and then coming across into Southwest Virginia, Northeast Tennessee between 8 and 10 p.m. Could be a couple of different waves of stronger storms. And then notice here at 11:30 tomorrow evening, one wave coming here, another one perhaps producing some strong to severe weather across the Tri-Cities. And then we could actually see another one evolve and come in overnight. Probably less chance of severe weather with this one, but certainly some heavy rain. And you'll notice how this is kind of training over the same area into Thursday morning. So maybe the severe weather threat is done by Thursday morning. But with the rain continuing, we'll have to keep an eye on at least an elevated risk of some minor flooding. And we do have our area entirely in the yellow zone here, which is the level 2 of level 4 of the possibility of some minor flooding. So if you live near or drive through a typically flood-prone area, poor drainage area, low-lying area, just be mindful that streams and creeks could be on the rise as we go through the next 24 to 36 hours. And it's always good to have several different ways to receive warnings when severe weather is expected, or even when it's not expected. You can obviously count on the StormTrack 5 team to be on top of it tomorrow with any breaking news during the evening broadcasts and during the network programming. StormTrack 5 mobile app. Of course, the no-weather radio is also a good thing to have on when you're perhaps sleeping and not perhaps waiting for some severe weather, and it can pop up and that will awake you and let you know where that warning and what the kind of warning it is. But we also are very thankful and grateful when we get pictures and video when we have severe weather or storms come in. The thing I would say is we do not want you to attempt to get a picture or video until it's absolutely safe to do so. But when you can, and you can share it with us and upload it at WCYB.com/chime in, that helps us tremendously tell the story. But again, only when it is safe to do so. We don't ever want you to put yourself or your family or anybody in danger to get those pictures. But they do help us tell the story, even if it's the day after. But we appreciate that. And coming up tonight, my full forecast on Fox 39 News at 10 and News 5 at 11. We'll be tracking the latest potential for maybe some weather action late tonight, especially toward morning, and timing that severe potential, and let you know if we've had any updates with our forecast model that I showed you just a little bit ago. And also looking ahead to the Mother's Day weekend. We've had some pretty warm weather. It's going to be warm and humid again the next couple of days, but a pretty decent shot of some chill. I mean, some noticeably cooler air heading our way late this weekend into Mother's Day weekend. I'll let you know if Mom is going to need her umbrella along with perhaps a light jacket. All that in my full StormTrack 5 forecast coming up tonight on Fox 39 News at 10 and again on News 5 WCYB at 11.